And we're live! Welcome to another episode of Yummy Updates. Remember, we are still, I believe, in a bull market because the green weekly super trend remains green for Bitcoin. I hope it doesn't scam us as well. Jim Cramer, the inverse oracle god, also said, you're an idiot if you buy the stock market down here, which is beautiful because it literally came and it faked out. It literally smacked down below the low and it starts reversing up. I wonder if we have friendship on the horizon, don't we all? Others BTC still, we're finishing, 4 red months in a row. Man, that's bad. That's really bad. But the bad thing's done now, right? So hopefully we get the bounce up. I'm hoping April green, we just recover a bit. But friends, 4 months ago, we were still low and bad. We went from bad to really bad, worse prices. So even if we just recover back to where we were in November, that's not happy. You weren't happy. Otherwise, you would have sold everything. You were bro, we haven't got started. We got a 10x to go, 6x to go, 5x to go. We didn't even go up. We just went down, which is the opposite of up. Now, if you've been paying attention to PulseChain, friends, there's been a lot of people, friends. I'm going to light the candle as well if we can get this. We can get it going. There we go. There we go. Let's go. There we go. All right. So, some of you have been asking, Sommi, what about the other altcoins? There's other altcoins on PulseChain. Do you still love them all? I love them all, bro. I love them all. I know, friends, I know there's a lot of information to take in, man. You got your own life. You know what I mean? Maybe you're a nurse. You got to heal patients. You're a teacher. You got to teach this kid, right? Maybe he's going to be the future president of the country or something, right? Maybe you've got another kid who's going to be a squeaky chair maker when he grows up, right? Contributing to society. So I know it's tough, but just to tell you, man, I love all the coins. I've always told you though, when there's deep capitulation, you get the SPs first. Okay? pDAI, I've been telling you since forever, man, since the price action, friends. pDAI, look, it doesn't have to continue this way, but I've told you, man, pDAI leads on the way up. It led on the way up. It led up here. It led up wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. It led up here. Okay, it leads. I identified that. I identified it. I found it was like, whoa, there's some hidden forces. This thing is really magical. This thing leads the whole freaking ecosystem. It leads even Pulse, right? So, it's just like if the entire crypto industry dropped 90%, you buy Bitcoin. That's it. If that's bear market, right? But we're running these mini cycles all the time. So if everything drops 90%, you go buy Bitcoin. See? If the stock market and gold and everything else in the world drop 90%, go buy gold. If gold's down 90%, go buy gold. Do you see what I mean? So you go down the risk curve like that. But the stock market isn't down. It's down 3% from the top or whatever, or 4%. It's nothing, okay? So that's why all this thing is, if you put on a linear chart, man, linear charts make everything look garbage, friends, but pDAI here is down. Bro, the SP's down 93%. I don't care what you do. I don't care. I literally don't care. The SP's down 90%, 93%. Okay, bro. No, you're not convincing me to ignore this stuff. Also, I really do hope you appreciate I've stuck out my neck to tell you, hey, I don't know where this thing goes, but these are very capitulated prices. You have to decide if you want to put 10 cents in, if you want to put 0 in. You got to decide that, okay? I've just said I'm in, I like it, and I've literally copped violence, hatred. Friends are still thinking about it, bro. That guy, those people, multiple people, bro, you wanted to put a knife to my chest and slash my throat because I literally just said, you know what? I like the red candles. I like this coin. I think it's cheap. You can go sell it if you want. Go your own way. That's cool. I like it though. Just saying that. My gosh. Just saying you like something. I want to show you in the midst of the spare, because friends, I'm doing this for you in real time. I'm not going to go cover other stuff just because, oh yeah, we are the life friends. I love them all, okay? Poker Center, Pika, Pormy, Ditto, all of them still there. You still have Tangan coins, Dick with Bart, Peach, even the Orange Man Good. You have Ticker PulseChain, all friends are all still there. I want to name on Tropa. It's a conspiracy now, okay? Yeah, look, if you believe in a Tropa probably needs pDAI to recover, and then everyone's got a clearer thing about it later on. So we can think about that. Now, there's people believe in it, that pDAI will recover, so they're still holding it. And that's completely fine, man. That's fine. I just want to show you in the midst of the chaos, friends, this was literally death. We were literally dying right here. Look at that, March 21st. I literally said, in the 0.001% chance, this is obviously a joke because I'm talking to people. Let's go back to this time, bro. I'm literally going to, friends, you're not going to get this again, dude. You are not going to get this again. Okay, it was literally, bro, it was literally game over. Richard Hart was literally saying, this is what it looked like, man. Richard Hart was saying, stop buying, stop buying, stop buying. It was down here. And then your friend Sommi comes out, all right, and literally not giving a shit about reputation on this guy doesn't like me. Bro, move. No one cares. You're a weakling. You don't even deserve to be part of the baby doll friendship cult. Leave. Go follow someone else. Go pay for a subscription. This is the highest value content in crypto. You don't deserve it. Your ears don't deserve it. Your eyes don't deserve it. I literally wrote 0.001% chance that pDAI pulse. So I'm trying to help everyone. I'm like, okay, things are bad. Shake, shake, shake. Did it. Remember? I'm like, hey, I think it's shaking, but things are bad. If we go to zero, we go to zero. If we go up, some say the opposite of down. If we get back to a pDAI to pulse ratio of 100 here, remember, it hit a value of 25. And I said, if we got back to 100, all I asked was, do you have a plan? My nipples would be sore all week. I didn't even say, I never said, go buy. It's amazing, dude. I didn't even say that. I said, do you have a plan? I asked a question. Do you have a plan? I'm just trying to help you to think, okay, you're so sure everything's going to zero. Watch it every day. If it starts going the opposite direction of zero, do you have a plan? What is your plan? Most people didn't have a plan because they believed in their heads, oh, there's a 100% chance these things going to zero. Okay, bro, let's do the update on April Fool's Day. Who's quite the fool? It looks like 99% of the crowd have been fooled. Quite the fool. Indeed the fool. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to do my nipple pegging ritual. Okay? Ha! You see that? Do you see that? You want a closer look? Huh? You want a closer look? April 1st. pDAI recovers more as the pDAI pulse ratio sits at 107. That's weird. That number is bigger than zero. Oh my gosh. Something is happening. I wonder what it is. I can't figure it out. Oh, is the market doing the opposite of going to zero? Interesting. Remember when it was at a value of 30, I was telling everyone to have a plan just in case it gets above 100 because the crowd was giving 100% probability weight to pDAI being zero. That stupid pDAI. Yeah! You're literally never going to see this ever again, by the way. Not even by me. Okay? I don't know if I want my brain to learn, better not tell people you're buying. You're going to get that guy who says he's going to come slash you in the middle of the night again. Or maybe I should do it and let everyone know. Is it a bottom signal? I don't know. You decide. It's funny. I've only told people to sell pDAI. I've never told this. I haven't told. Find me a video where I say, buy this now, buy this now. I've never said that. I said, I'm buying. I like it. I'm allowed to like things. By the way, blockchain is speech. I'm allowed to say I like stuff on the interwebs. I'm allowed to say that I like stuff on the blockchain too. It's free speech. You were all witness to this, friends. I was literally catching, it was a falling spoon. All right, Spoonie was falling, razor sharp, and I caught it. Hands bleeding. Hands bleeding, man. All right, and by the way, the cheapest price was when Richard Hart asked you the question, stop buying pDAI. That's very interesting. And by the way, even if it drops lower, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just looking at it every day because there's a lot of mess and mind share and stuff out here. I'm on the monthly chart, man. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna hurt and stuff for that while, but ultimately I know the big picture, okay? And this is the monthly chart. I think it's cool. I like it. Bro, Mr. Pony picture. This is an amazing picture. Look at this. Tell them to sell. It's time to sell. Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Probably it's time to sell. Focus on core coins. Stupid coin is probably over. Interesting. Very interesting, sir. Very interesting picture. ChatGPT's going wild, man. So there you go. I'm literally, friends, this is, you're not going to get this again, dude. Friends, I watch all those KOLs with you, man. Right? Not just PulseChain. I love everyone on PulseChain, okay? There's a few cucks, but there's a few cucks everywhere, all right? I know what they're like, dude. They go, they bring out, do you want to know what they do? I'll show you exactly what they do. Okay, let's do it on Bitcoin. I've got a Bitcoin chart here. I've got the daily. They've got the RSI, friends. You know the RSI indicator? And when it comes down, what they do is, let's say it comes down here, okay? See right here? It comes down here. What they do is, they always do it. They do it everything. They go, the RSI is the cheapest it's been on a long time. That's all they say. That's all they say. The RSI is the cheapest it's been on a long time. They don't say, I'm buying. If it goes down lower, I'll buy more. They're too scared to say that, man. They need the reputation, friends. They literally need the reputation. They need it to go up. They're too scared of saying they're bullish and then it goes down. They're too scared because then they have a lot of weaklings following them. Friends, I don't hang around any weaklings. Okay, I literally not a single weakling around. Everyone around me can deadlift at least 1x their own body weight. Everyone. Okay? These people, they hang around weaklings. Please, sir, please. Please tell me where the price goes next, sir, please. So they have to work, they have to massage the words. Could go up, could go down. Friends, they're hedged, right? They're hedged. So if it goes up, what do they go and do? Let's say you're now here now. Let's say Bitcoin's price is up here. What they go is, and they go, hey, Habib, remember when I told you the RSI on the daily was the cheapest it's been? See what I mean? That's what they do. Where are all those people doing that for this chart, by the way? They're not, because they're full of poop, friends. They're full of poop. That's why you're not going to find anyone to do what I did. That's round 2, bro. And that's the founder of the chain. So I don't even think we're going to see that ever again. Okay? Next time a founder FUDs his chain, friends, anybody else, like if Andre Cronje starts fighting Phantom, just don't take the other side of that stuff. You know what I mean? We watched, friends, we literally watched a soccer player. You know when they do the volley kick? I didn't just do a volley kick. I threw my Game Boy up in the air. It spun around. I kicked the ball, right? That Game Boy lands. And then I like get a table out, pour myself a glass of orange juice, right? Play my Pokemon game for like 6 seconds. And then put the chair away, go back. And then, you know what I mean? That we watched super rare moment. Don't ever do that again. So I've got to clarify as well. Let's go look at the PulseChain core coins. PulseChain core coins. I know it looks like it's yelling off a cliff. By the way, friends, I just want to let you know, okay, I am guessing. I am navigating uncertainty. I do not have all the answers. Okay? The answers are buried somewhere. I don't have all the answers. I'm guessing. So I make content for people like me. I'm like, bro, we know what I'd be saying if I'm like 4 years ago. I'm like, bro, stop worrying about what the soy boy, scum, hunched back, pencil neck, noodle arm, jeets are saying. They're not going to watch anyway. Move them aside. Tell us what you really think. That's what I want to hear. Okay, so what I think is actually happening is, I know this is, I don't care what it sounds like. I reckon some benevolent actors have been helping to dump this over time. That's what I think has been happening. That's what I think. I think benevolent actors have been dumping the whole time. And I think they even helped it send it down here to rinse people out. And there are people being rinsed out right now. A crap load. I don't, look, you ask me, do you like it? Do you not like it? Look, I'm not the benevolent billionaire, all right? So I'm not here to criticize. It feels really ugly. However, I'll tell you something, okay? It feels really ugly. The liquidity is only $9 million on the bid. The whole ecosystem is $9 million on the bid, bro. Do you understand how tiny that is, friends? Literally, if you insert $9 million, you do a 4x. There you go. All right? But here's the thing. You're probably wondering, where's the controversy? The controversy is the money that's been bridging out, yeah, no one knows. There is no signal that it's going to come back in. You literally just have to believe it'll come back in. All right? Now, that's my guessing. I could be totally wrong. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, okay? Because you're navigating uncertainty and I'm still long. All right? So I'm still long and that's it. But I think benevolent people have been sending this down. I think it's going to do something like that. But then again, I've been hoping that happens every 1 week or 1 month as well. Okay, so you're not shaking me out from this. So that's PLS, the SPI, and as well, friend, it's the same thing with PulseX, Pulse Inc., everything. Okay, this is the PulseX price chart. That's what it looks like. Look, and also people, they want me to clarify as well. So how come we were curling up? This is PulseX. How come we were curling up and this happened? What happened? All right. I've explained it before. Habibi Albi. I'll explain it for you again. Let's just continue. Now, remember, I'm guessing. All right. I think it's Ethereum. I believe the benevolent actors, someone who might know Richard Hart or be Richard Hart himself, they were ready for Ethereum to go up to $7,000 by now. Go up to this fib, and then we begin the next phase. Unfortunately, we got donged, right? We got donged from the front and the back. We got double donged. We got 4 red monthly candles. The worst, literally, fans, it's statistically true. We got the worst Q1 performance of Ethereum in its history in 10 years. The worst Q1 performance. It's never done anything like this, especially like by this point, okay? Post-halving Bitcoin. So we did the worst of the worst of the worst. So my interpretation is that this is how I'm seeing it, man. And I've said this before. This is what I'm choosing. You call me a retard here, I don't give a crap. I reckon it was going to plan. Ethereum cucked us. Benevolent actors looked at it and go, you know what, Ethereum, I don't know if I can trust you to hit $15,000 this cycle. I don't know if I can trust you to hit your highest fib. Let me now show you that, friends. If I go and show you the Ethereum price chart, look where the highest fib is. You see that? The fib extension from the top to the bottom. We have 7K, 11K, 15K, 17. So we were hoping Ethereum was ready to do that, okay? It was ready to go like this. What happened? Okay, it went down. Now, I don't have any confirmation once again, but I'm guessing this 15 to 17K, it's a pipe dream now. Now we're in the 9 to 11K zone, all right? This has been downgraded. Now, that's what I think has happened. Now, remember, the PulseChain SAC wallet here, right? I even have the average price that they bought here. So I'm going to write 170,000 ETH, all right? There's 170,000 ETH. So because the Ethereum price target is lowered, perhaps the collateral needed for the magic of maybe the pDAI to dollar thing, all right? Because I don't know. I'm guessing benevolent actor said, Vitalik, there's a lot of soy. There's a lot of soy in a soy latte right now, bro. You could have had the lactose-free high protein milk latte. You chose a soy latte. All right, that's too much soy for me. And if I go back here just to show you, here we go. Vitalik, way too much soy. Yep. So guessing benevolent actor goes, okay, with that amount of soy, it's better I take the Jeet supply even more than I had before. Because I know I'm not going to dump. I don't trust these Jeets too. There's not enough to cover everyone, okay? That's why I think it was orchestrated with Maria, with the dumping, severing the ties with the Chopper. That's what I think. That's what I think has happened, okay? Don't know. I'm thinking, guessing, speculating. I think Maria, he's an insider, orchestrated it, and there was some weird blockchain word, and he figured out, or he got told, hey, I can carry this. I can't carry everyone, all right? Because there's not going to be enough. So you have to disconnect. Now, unfortunately, Maria threw away the keys when he made a Chopper. So if he still had the keys, he could just remove the pDAI bonding with the Chopper. He could actually just stop providing liquidity. And now he just has the the pDAI in the wallet. It doesn't do anything. And now it trades freely and it's able to move up. Because it's thickly bonded with the Chopper, the only way to like sever the tie was to actually do the Chopper dumping and minting the treasury bill and send it down. So I know it's very weird because it's very controversial to see this, okay? And I don't know the full answers, but that's how I'm seeing it. And could be wrong. Happy to be wrong. Don't give a crap. All right, we're all guessing. Watch this Richard Hart video.
Who knows? Wouldn't it be funny if the actual stablecoins on Hex just remain stable anyway for no reason, even though they're not backed? That would be hilarious. That would be really funny. Because like USDT was fractional reserve and it still held its dollar peg. So to what degree of fractionality can a stablecoin still hold its peg? Wouldn't it be funny if like stablecoins that weren't backed on Hex weren't backed on Pulse just held their pegs anyway? That would be hilarious, man.
Hilarious, you say, bro? Hilarious, huh? Oh, you mean like this? You mean hilarious like this? Trading at exactly 1? Huh. That'll be hilarious. Very, very hilarious, wouldn't it? Very interesting. So, it's happening right now. It's happening right now. Thank you to Mr. Pulse.win for this. I guess he really has been planning this the whole time. And then he's actually got my post here that I put here, remember? It's funny to me. Wouldn't it be funny? It's funny. This is the, friends, this is the, people don't even know, friends, I know there's a lot of information to go through. This was a message from the alleged Vietnamese kid Dong. His big fat Dong, okay, literally his big fat Dong grew hands and then started typing away blockchain messages. He started the message with, it's funny. And by the way, this is the funniest part as well. You want to talk about funny? The last thing he wrote was, there's no such thing as unlimited mint. Every single pDAI hater has been posting this video, this image. They didn't read the last line. I'm like, did he really write? There's no such thing as unlimited mint. Like the hacker's actually, exploiter. He's actually saying there's no such thing as unlimited mint. And they're still saying there's unlimited mint with this thing. Very interesting. So, look, I know, like I've told you this every day, by the way. I know the story's compelling to like draw you in. You got to have an opinion on it, right? You think it's hocus pocus or you think it's happening. It's compelling. Thing is though, man, from all our experience, my experience, I'm telling you, when you have 4 red monthly candles for like Ethereum, like everything's bad. Everything, it's Fugazi. Everything's bad now. Everything's bad. I also, I've got a video coming out later on. So there's always, look, I wake up every day and like, I'm not joking, like every 6 hours, there's a new fake Sommi FUD. There's a Sommi sold, Sommi bought, Sommi's sending, Sommi's planning to sell. 1 cent, 5 cents, 99, blah, 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 like every permutation combination, I just hear it, okay? And the only reason it doesn't bother me is because I literally watched everybody speculate on everything from like Richard Hart's Willy to like what he's doing right now to like, you know, what type of sandwiches did he order on top of the sandwich shop in Finland. People speculate on everything, okay? So it never gets to me. I don't care. People are guessing. But it's funny, friends. One of the things that was very interesting was in one of my 1v9s, 1v4s and 1v9 spaces, debates, whatever, I literally said, hey, to the counter team. I forgot who I was talking to, right? I said, okay, I get it, bro. You want certainty? You're not getting it from me. All right? I'm not giving you certainty. And you know what? I don't owe you that either. I just believe. I don't owe you shit. Okay? I don't want you to believe. Who are you? All right? The market figures stuff out with or without you. Yeah? So I did say, though, based off all the information today, right now, nothing new. I said, based off it today, and you know what's funny, friends? When we were doing it, like the price was like down here or something. Okay, it was literally down there. I said, based off that price, based off the information, if pDAI teleported to 20 cents, 20 to 25 cents, that would be fair value. And there's pretty much no reason to hold beyond that point. Based off the information today, which means 50% chance Richard Hart's an operator somewhere and 50% chance that it can peg, which I interpret as 50% chance Ethereum gets to the higher price. So you do 50% times 50%, you are now around, for $1 payout, you're around the 20 to 25 cent mark. So I said, if it teleported to 25 cents tomorrow, I'm out. Well, there's no edge to hold anymore. You need more information. But then what's interesting is people block that out and they go, oh, Sommi's selling. He's not even holding to $1. He's just selling. I'm thinking, bro, I literally followed that up immediately. I said 1,000 times, you don't get a free lunch, bro. When the price goes up, if it goes up, you don't have the same information as today, all right? there is going to be more information. So right now, there's 30 broken things. 30, right? Just making that up. 30 broken things, 0 are fixed. 0. I said, as the price goes to like 1 cent, maybe like 1 thing's fixed. If the price is 5 cents, maybe like 6 things are fixed. If the price is 20 cents, maybe there's like 20 out of 30 things fixed. Right? There's a totally different world. And I said, like, if we got to 20 cents, there's going to be a lot of damning information. Oh, wait, well, like, there's going to be a lot of stuff. That's how it prices its stuff in, friends. There's no free lunch. Right? That's why people experiencing this, they think they get to sit and fold their arms, and that out of the 30 things fixed, 29 get fixed, and the price is still down here. It's still literally 450x to $1. And they're like, oh, so we're like 1 step away from a peg. I get to buy this thing for a 400x, bro. Yeah, you wish. You don't know. Navigating uncertainty, you don't have the answers, man. That's why maximum fee, maximum uncertainty, maximum opportunity. Right? Who said that? Richard Hart. He just said that, all right? So now you understand, friends, this fake Sommi FUD of like, oh, it's kind of funny, bro. Like, people who can't hold anything more than a 2x are trying to spin stuff when I said, hey, if you teleported literally 100x in a day based off information today, I get out. Acting like, bro, if this thing teleported 2x, you'd get out. You know what I mean? So that's it. But friends, I got love for everyone, man. It's okay. I understand what's happening, okay? It's literally, they say, oh, bag bias, bro. I know you're sidelined. And I know you're sidelined, and your brain, it's doing the, you've decided this thing's going to 0. So now your brain is now looking for every piece of information that doubts the story you're trying to absorb, because you're trying to make yourself feel better about that, right? Now, the thing is, though, you can easily spin that the other side. You go, oh, you only like something because you're long. That's a bag bias too. I get it. 100% true. That's literally 100% true. Michael Saylor, $13 million Bitcoin, for example. All right? But, big butt. I love big, fat, juicy butts for breakfast. Dinner too. Look at the price history. It dropped to 99% down. It's 555,555x to $1. Right? It's literally done this. Okay. Okay. It's done. It's done this chart against PLS to SPI, bro. Okay. It's literally done this PLS to SPI. You see that? See that, friends? So what I'm doing is I look at the price chart and I'm wondering, why are there buyers when this thing had bugs, when this thing is broken? Why are there buyers in the past? Why were there buyers? This thing is broken. Friends, you know, you're talking about the minting has been 290 million pDAI. Bro, do you know how much they minted here? Do you know how much they minted there, friends? 18 billion. That's right. Whoa. You said nothing about the 18 billion pDAI. It disappeared from the narrative now. Now, let's worry about the 290 million. Someone still bought it, by the way. Someone bought it when it had 18 billion. So all I'm doing, I'm looking at the price chart and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, this chart's slanting up to the right. Everyone's saying it's going to 0. I can see, I'm not even looking at the story, friends. Screw the story. Yeah. The story's for retailers, bro. The retailers think, oh, give me a story where everything's going to work out. Bro, nothing's going to work out. Sell and leave. I don't care. No one cares. Move. Okay, like you walked into the casino, you've asked the freaking the roulette wheel, hey, Mr. Wheel Spinner, please tell me it's gonna land on red. What's he gonna tell you, bro? Sounds like you're about to cry in the casino. Go downstairs to the parking lot. Move. All right. I'm seeing this price chart go up, and I'm asking questions like, why isn't this thing a 0? Who's buying it? Why are they buying? Everything's broken. You shouldn't be going up on paper. Why are you going up? Right? And now there's been a big discount. That's what I'm trying to do, friends. I'm trying to navigate this. So you understand it from this perspective now, what's happening. Yeah? The price action is going up over time and people are sidelined. That's okay. That's okay. That's why people are looking at it. Your brain has to like rationalize it however you are. And there's opportunities everywhere in crypto. This one's just, you ain't getting the founder of a chain FUD in a coin, bro. Okay? You ain't getting that. And to me, that means, look, I don't care how you interpret this, okay? If I say, I'm like, well, on paper, if a founder goes out of his way 34 times in a month to FUD a coin and the price action is still going up, right, over the long term, that means the prices I see now are exceptionally, gargantuanly cheap. And once the supply gets absorbed, never coming back. Okay? You can't do like, hey, let's do another 400 tweets to FUD it down. You ain't getting that discount. You've already had the first 34. Okay? That's how I see it. I'm wearing a cowboy hat. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.